side.
Well, hello there. We are back for another episode of The Night Shift. And I have Karen backstage. Let's bring up Karen. Hello. And we also have another guest backstage. Let's bring up Enzo.
What happened to the music?
Dancing.
I know, I was dancing too. It just
All
stopped.
right, give me 1 second. I have to go over. Yep. Okay, sorry about that. I have to pause and keep my YouTube open due to some troll issues from last.
Yeah, let's blast those trolls when they come in. We need a BB gun. Where's your BB gun? Where's your laser gun? Weapon,
I got my pew pew right here.
Watch out.
So, how is Karen tonight?
Oh, I am very good, thank you. And how is Sam tonight?
I'm all right.
And how's Enzo tonight?
Quite all right. I'm just the end of a very quiet Saturday.
Oh, there you go. Everybody's quiet.
I know. Karen and I were all backstage. We get live.
As soon as the camera comes on.
Oh, yeah, we've been chatting away all morning. A couple of hours ago or so. Yeah, crickets.
Yeah.
Couple of hours ago or so, we had a bit of a chin wag, a bit of a girl's goss. Nothing horrible. And then I came on before and I showed Sam my little videos I've been making, and I'm having fun making those. But there you go. So that's all I've been doing all morning. Nothing. And it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon here now. So I've had my lunch. I'm all good.
Still munching on cookies?
No, I gave them to the dog.
Oh.
No wonder she's overweight. I had a bite and then I gave them to the dog. She loves me. She slept with me last night. I went to bed and I couldn't sleep and tossed and turned. Then I must have finally fallen asleep about 3 a.m. and woke up this morning to Muffin, the Rottweiler, not the Chihuahua, like here. Like, so I woke up and her snout was right here. She waits till I'm awake. She doesn't lick me. And her snout was there and I've gone, oh. And she just goes, and I went, oh. So no wonder I was uncomfortable in bed. Oh, hey, Enzo, are you ready with your bell? Did you see that? He heard it. His little ears went, ooh. Hey, Julie.
Hey, Julie.
Hey, test that out again, Enzo, with the sort of. Yes, he's getting a costume this week. When I can borrow my daughter's car, I'm going to go shopping for some costumes. I think he should be. Enzo's my co-host, but I think Puppy should be my sidekick. I've got to keep him there, otherwise he's just too noisy.
Harley won't come anywhere near the camera. Even Enzo knows that.
Yeah.
You remember the days, Enzo, of my cats all over my keyboard when I was...
Yep. It's like, what is she saying in the chat? I don't understand.
Hi, Rodney.
Posky.
Posky.
Posky's here.
There you go.
Posky was supposed to come on my live last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
He came backstage and says, I'm in the bar. I'll be out in 15 minutes. And I think he came back for 2 seconds and then he disappeared and I didn't see him again.
Oh, a bar hopper.
That's Posky. That's our Posky. That's
Posky. Yeah, you were out and about. Yeah.
Oh gosh. I'm staring. I'm relaxed. It's good when it's not my life because I don't have to keep an eye on too many things. And even when it is my life, I'm still not very good at keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, I'm just going on Wi-Fi. I forgot totally to hardwire back in, but it should be okay.
Woo Guy Foo. Woo Guy Foo. Hello,
Yeah.
Woo Guy Foo. Woo Guy Foo. What was it in that Wayne's World movie where they're ordering Chinese food? Do you remember that scene? They're on the phone. Wayne's World, you know, there's a movie and they're ordering, I think they're using someone else's phone and they ring up to order Chinese food. And Mike Myers says, and I would like the come of some young guy.
Oh yeah, soup of some young.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh dear.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wu Gai Fu is from another channel that I moderate on.
oh, there you go.
Secrets, yes. True secrets. Yeah.
Wichita. Wichita is in Kansas, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Actually, it's 7 miles that way for me. So
7 miles.
7
that way.
miles. You could have bought poor old Enzo a cup of coffee, Julie.
something,
Yeah, or a
cup
bottle
of
of
coffee, little whiskey, something.
whiskey.
Well, at least way.
Yeah, at least. I don't know. Actually, I can't remember where I put it, Enzo. I thought of you today when I brought Puppy in here because about a year ago I brought him a Hawaiian shirt, like a little puppy shirt. I should try and find it and put him in his little Hawaiian shirt for our next live, so he can be a mini Enzo.
That's it.
My dad loved Hawaiian shirts, like loved them. Didn't matter what time of year it was, he wore them.
It's me bringing them back.
Yeah, you're bringing them back. You're making them.
This is actually one of my originals. When I originally bought a bunch at Walmart off of the clearance rack to look silly on a live stream, and it just kind of stuck.
One day, if my channel ever gets interesting, if I ever make enough subscribers that I can afford to do something, I should get some Enzo dolls made.
Oh no, nobody would want that.
Just little soft Enzo dolls with
Bottle
just
of whiskey in one hand, vape in the other.
Excuse me.
Oh
golly, don't know where that came from.
Lou's in Houston, gearing up for the rodeo here. Yeehaw!
Oh, going to the rodeo.
I don't know what I think about rodeos. I'm about to make some American people very unhappy, but I don't like them. I don't like how they make the little animals buck. How would you like a bloody piece of rope tied?
I agree. You shouldn't play with your food.
No, you shouldn't play with your food, and you shouldn't tie rope around their nutsack. I reckon they would buck and everything anyway, wouldn't they? Without the rope tied around their genital area.
I certainly would.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I won't start an argument with Americans because I know you love your rodeos. Oh, Rodney Hosky's kind of cute, isn't he? Look at his little face there.
Next week at Wu Gai Fu got a big.
Where's Rodney Hosky from? Where's Rodney from?
It's up in Michigan, I believe.
Oh, but he goes for the barbecue. There you go. Woohoo Guy Food goes for the barbecue. Actually, the barbecue probably would be good.
Yeah, it's fresh.
Barbecue is good. That's what I always say, Sam. I went to America on my last holiday just with my body that I'd lost a lot of weight on and came back with an American body that I'm still fighting to get off of me.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't lose weight. I just sit there and just
Oh, says me who had a cookie before. I've been trying to be good again. But I was saying to Enzo when I get up, I don't know. I think most people are the same, aren't they? When you get upset or you're stressed, sometimes you just go for the junk food because it's instant comfort because of the sugar hits. But yeah,
I wanted to go out and buy some junk food last night,
Mm.
I took Harley out, and it's like, no, it's too cold. Then I sat here and go, and I was like, oh man, I wanted my junk food.
Yeah,
Too
junk
cold
food's
for
good
junk food.
sometimes.
Oh,
That's right, Julie. We're right. We're right. Yeah, I was saying to Sam before we were talking about the event that I've got coming up in July.
Yes.
And I said, if the tickets don't sell, that's okay. I'll just cancel it and refund the ones that have. But then I said, I'm still out of pocket for Dustin Parry and Dave Schrader. And I thought, you know what? If it has to be cancelled because I don't sell the tickets, I can't afford the other stuff. I've already paid for the airfare, so stuff them. And I've got to pay them anyway, regardless of whether it goes ahead or not. So I thought, you know what? I've paid your airfare. And if I have to pay for you and you're not going to, like the event's not on, you're still coming to Virginia City and we're still going to hang out. Because a lot of money. But yeah,
they'll get back to you and do a bit of promoting on their end.
yeah, I'll kick them up the butt soon and get them to promote it a little bit and see how they go. But we were talking about what we've got on to, Enzo, and I'm still kind of thinking, gosh, I said I've been a bit daunted to try and put the itinerary together because I've jammed so much into it. It's kind of like, oh God, what time do I ask people to get there? I know what time dinner is on both nights, but to get there on the Friday, I'm thinking, well, I might have to get people there earlier because we've got Friday's not so bad, but I need to sell 60 tickets, Julie, 60, and I've sold I can't remember how many, not many. So that's what I mean. But we'll see. We'll
plug
see.
it here. Plug it here. Is there a link for the event?
Yes.
play the commercial.
Play the commercial. Oh yeah. Oh well, hang on. I can't because it's on my thing. I haven't got it on my, or have I? I don't think I've got it on my computer. Huh? What?
You should be able to share it from yours to here.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I'd have to find it. Oh, look. Now I'm feeling the pressure. I probably got it. Where have I put it? Desktop.
Do we need the Jeopardy theme? Endo probably has that too. There you go.
Oh, there you go. I got copyrighted for that the other day.
No, I won't get copyrighted for that.
Oh, there it is. Ad.
There, she found it just in time.
I found the ad, except I don't know which one's the one that works. Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I'm on my PC, so it's uploading from the cloud to my PC. It's coming. Oh, stop. Go back.
You
stop.
want it to stop coming.
There we go. Oh, my God. Okay, sure. Present share screen.
I can help myself, sorry.
Window. This one? I think that's right. Okay. And then I'll just hit play, yeah? This is the ad I play that Enzo always reminds me. There we go. Enzo's the coach driver.
I love that train.
There you go. There's my ad.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Oh,
I'll just put the link in the chat if you want. Go buy tickets, people. Come on now.
I'm just looking for it. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I wasn't prepared. Where is it? Oh, there it is. That
I
one.
wasn't prepared to plug my thing. Jeez, that's something you should
Oh,
always
no.
be prepared.
I shouldn't I? Do you have here? We have dib dib dob dob for the Scouts. I don't think you say that in America. Oh, for God's sakes, yes, this one. It's just giving me a time. Don't actually log out of the page where it's supposed to be, and it always makes me log in. It's very annoying. There we go. Share. Oh. Copy link. All
I'll
right, I
take
think
care of it. I'll take it.
it's all right. I've got it. There we go. There's a link. All right. And if anybody wants to click on that, you can go to that and find out what's going on. But
Yeah, click on it.
yeah,
Go find out what's going on. Do it, damn it.
yeah, go find out what's going on.
Do it, damn it.
Yeah, so the Friday night will be show up there. I'm going to work through the itinerary now. So Friday night or Friday afternoon, you show up, you register, you get your goodies bag. Because that should have, I'm going to prepare it, but it's going to have lots of yummy things in it. It's going to have lots of fun things in it. And it's going to should have vouchers and things like that for free copies and bits and bobs around town while you're there.
Right.
And there'll be merch tables set up there as well on the Friday. So some local vendors will have their little merchandise table. And the people that are talking at the event should also have their merchandise tables set up. Then Friday night, 6 p.m. will be dinner. I think I've organised Friday night to be Italian food, but I'm also probably, it's costing me such a fortune for the food, but then I thought depending, it sounds like it's going to be yummy, so that'll be that. And I can't remember, barbecue for the Saturday night, so ribs and all that sort of thing. So dinner, and at dinner there'll be a couple of talks and there'll be meets and greets with everybody that's there. Basically a hangout and a meet and greet and a bit of a party, really, a dinner party, one would call it.
That sounds like fun, yeah.
And then we finish at 9:00, and those who want to can head on down to the Donovan Mill, because the Northern Nevada Ghost Hunters are the only ones that are allowed to do investigations there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, that's thanks to, who at the haunted side. They don't, the Comstock won't allow anyone to investigate their properties anymore due to people being disrespectful and breaking a few things.
Oh, you're talking about Patrick. You can say it.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Patrick.
Everybody
Thank you,
says the same, so it's
Yeah,
fun. Everybody knows.
yeah.
Okay.
So because of him, now you've got to get special. I think the New Reality went there. They got permission, but nobody else is allowed to. So the Northern Nevada Ghost Hunters contacted me and said, look, we'll sponsor, and what about this? So they offered up an investigation there on the Friday and the Saturday night. So half the people can go on the Friday night and the other half can go on the Saturday night. So it'll be 2 nights. And then everyone, for me, I'm not going there. I'm just going to finish up at 9:00, tidy up, clean up, whatever the hell I have to do in Piper's Opera House, because that's where it's being held, at Piper's Opera House.
Awesome.
And then, then I'll probably
hang out with me at the bar if you don't feel like going on.
Oh, yeah, I'll just hang out with Enzo at the bar and whoever else wants to hang out. And then Saturday morning will be an early morning. Everyone can go have some coffee and breakfast and then head on over to Piper's. And that's when, again, the merch tables will be set up and there'll be the talks, the historical talks. So I'm giving a talk. Janice Oberding is giving a talk. Janice is she's an author, so she writes a lot of books, and she's been on shows like Ghost Adventures, Dead Famous. Oh God, she's been on lots of things. So she's going to give a talk. She's going to talk about the women's movement in Virginia City back in the day. I'm going to talk about Maud Adams, the actress that was very famous and connected to Piper's Opera House. She was the very first Peter Pan, just FYI.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that movie, Somewhere in Time, with Christopher Reeve, where he goes back in time at the hotel to meet the actress and blah, 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 blah. That was based on... that was based on Maud Adams, because the author of the book, Somewhere in Time, went to Virginia City, went to Piper's and saw Maud Adams' photo and basically kind of fell in love with her photo. So he wrote the book.
Really? Did not know
And
that.
so there you go. So I'm going to talk on her. Taylor, I'm not sure what Taylor Hamby's going to talk about. It'll either be Lucius Beebe or it could be Fourth Ward School or Sutro Tunnel. She could talk about any of those things because she works at both of those. And then there's Joe. Joe Curtis has just come on board. He's a historian. I'm pretty excited about this too, Enzo. So Joe's a historian, Virginia City local. He grew up there. His parents grew up there. He told me, and he'll talk about it. I can't wait to talk to him because most of the ghost stories in Virginia City that people are told, I now know how they were invented. His mother and a group of other ladies were on a committee in the late 40s, early 50s to figure out ways to get people to come visit the town again because it was basically dying. So they invented the ghost stories, including a few about Julia Bulett, including a few like lots. And so he's even got her notebooks from back in the day. So awesome. So he's going to give a big talk on that. Actually, he's going to talk about the fake stories and where they came from because he knows his mum and these ladies made half of them up. So that'll be really cool.
How many is that compared to like all the different stories of all the different haunted locations? Is it like just two or three years? Oh no.
A lot. And around town people get cranky with him when he talks about it because of course they've kept those bullshit stories alive for tourism. And so they don't like it when and I think to myself, you know what, the funny thing is though, Virginia City, that's why I'm doing this event. Virginia City, the history with Virginia City is so fascinating, rich and exciting. I understand why those people back in the day probably made up the stories they did, but it's such a pity because they could have gone a completely different route and at least if they were going to make up ghost stories, at least make them up about people that really existed.
Yeah.
Or really lived there. Like, not just invent, oh, you see, so-and-so walk down the main street at 2 a.m. and no, you don't.
I think back then it was probably just like for a case of for revenue.
Yeah. Well, like even
hey, Michael.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Michael. And the other thing I found out too was so there's a this a little bit I've lost my way again. Hang on, I'll finish what's happening at Virginia City. So on Saturday there'll be the talks, right? So then that'll finish about lunchtime and everyone can go have lunch, go wherever they like to have lunch, then come back. Because we're going to go off in groups and people are going to go and look at get tours of the Mackey Mansion and the Fourth Ward School. So that's in the afternoon on the Saturday. So there'll be groups will swap over because obviously, heaps of people can't go through at once. Then come back, then break, go have a shower, whatever you want to do, and then come back for dinner at 6:00. And that's when the big Dustin Parry, and Dave Schrader, Janice will probably give another talk. Like that's when, and I might even be able to see how we go for time. I might even be able to get Joe to give another talk as well. It'll basically be eat your dinner, listen to some talks and hang out. And then there'll be a panel at about 8:00 where everybody, all the guests are there and everybody who's bought a ticket can ask questions and whatnot.
Oh,
and of course, and
like
of course,
kind of thing.
Yeah, and then wrap that up at 9. Then everybody will head off to Donovan Mill, the ones that didn't go the night before or whatever. And then the next day, Sunday, everybody has to meet for coffee at my favourite coffee shop. Oh, where am I? Ooh, the Roasting House. Everyone's going to meet there. Yeah, everyone's going to meet there for coffee in the morning and hopefully grab some brekkie. And then we're heading over to the train station and we're hopping on the steam train. And we're going for a ride.
So nice.
Yeah. So we're going to have a steam train ride. And then when that's finished, that's it for the day. So it's a pretty jam-packed weekend. So that's kind of how it's going to work. But yeah, so there you go. Yeah, I haven't put it on Shape's Julie, because I don't like to post it, because Shape doesn't like things being posted on his like that. Like, he asks for people not to self-promote, so I respect that.
You can post it on mine.
But, can I? All right, cool.
Oh, absolutely. You're more than welcome to. Yeah.
All right. I'm waiting on Dave Schrader to start promoting a little bit, and I'm also waiting. There's not many in chat. So, how many people are watching, Sam?
7.
All right. So there's only 7 of you here. So this is kind of like gossip, right, guys? So no names, no pack drill or whatever you say, but I have ruffled some feathers in Virginia City. And not actually Virginia City, the Virginia City people that I know, everyone in Virginia City is really super excited about my event. The people that aren't super excited about it and whose feathers have been ruffled are other people who go there and put on events, paranormal events. So I've ruffled their feathers. Someone's a little bit curious as to how I got certain guests to come along, because every time they ask that certain guest, they say no. So there's a bit of I thought to myself, you know what?
Just jealousy.
Jealousy's a curse, because my event is nothing like they put on. Nothing like it. You know, mine's quite, I think mine's quite unique, really, I'd like to say, because when those paranormal ones are on, generally speaking, you show up, you register, there'll be little groups go off to different places to do a group investigation. People go to the bar or whatever and get drunk, and it's a nighttime type thing. Nothing much happens through the day unless you hook up with other people and say, hey, let's meet for lunch. Like, that's not really part of the event. The event is generally just get there at night time and let's go off in our little groups. And they charge more than I'm charging for my event, and mine's jam-packed. So that's all I'll say. So jealousy is a curse, and but I'm aware of it. So it does because that's making it hard for certain people to promote it at the moment, because, you know, ruffling feathers and stuff, which sucks. But it doesn't matter. Joseph. Hello, Joseph. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun, I reckon. And Enzo's going to travel 1 million miles to get there. And
several million miles. It's
7 million. Yeah. So I'm going to make sure he gets to go to a couple of the mines there in town.
Yes, I want to see the mines.
Yeah, and I'll have to introduce you to my wild horses, my friends. Yeah, I love my wild horses. So they'll probably be.
You do love those horses. I remember.
Oh, I do. I'm hoping they remember me, and I'm hoping that there's a baby when I get back. Because when I was there, I think I told Enzo this, Sam, but when I was there, I went outside and they were up waiting for me to come down in the morning, because they do, just because they love me, not because, you know, they can knock food out of my hand. But,
that's the lady that drops the food. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. But they were downstairs waiting for me, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I went and did my chores, and I fed the donkeys and stuff, and I'm coming back, and yes, I give them a little handful, a little treat. And I looked over, and one of them, I thought they were fighting, because I heard like, oh, you know, and I'm like, oh, and the other one, and they're like really close to me, and I'm like, oh, don't fight, no, stop it. And then I realized, oh, they weren't fighting. they were mating.
What?
What? Yeah, they were mating. Hey, Cheryl. They were mating. So I thought, so that was November.
What was that? Porn doctor, Enzo?
I don't know.
Hey, Joe.
Research purposes only.
Joe always just drops by to say hi. Are you with Dawny? Joe, is Dawny there?
Hey, Joe. Nice to see you.
I've taken to calling Dawn Dawny because that's an Australian. You're like, that's what. Well, we couldn't short Enzo. Enzo's already Australian because you've
only
got
4 letters. Yeah.
Yeah. Sam would probably be, hey, Sammy or Sambo. I don't know.
Oh, no, don't call me Sambo.
Oh, Sambo. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, all right. Oh, Jesus. But, you know, it'd probably be Sammy. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm not up with all that business. We're going to investigate. Ooh, where's here? Are you home? Are you where you? I'll just tell us. There's only bloody 8 of us in here or something. Where are you going? You can tell us. It'll stay.
They
on
may
top
not want
secret.
anybody to know.
Oh, actually, yeah, because people
not
in the
on
area
any-
could show up and stalk them. I didn't think about that. Yeah, didn't think about that. One day, Joe and Dawny are going to go to the Sally house for me and ask if Agnes is there. Aren't you, Joe? If Joe went there and said, Sally, I'd throw a brick at him.
That's where they're going to be tonight.
Oh, Kentucky. It's excellent.
Yes, in Dawn's neck of the woods.
Ah.
Yeah.
I wonder when they're just going to kind of, I think another maybe 6 months, maybe Christmas time, Joe and Dawn should kind of move in together. I think. What do you think, Sam?
Sorry, what was that? I zoned out there for a minute. I was reading the chat.
Oh, you tried, I said I think we should give Joe till Christmas time, and then he can, him and Dawny can move in together. So there's not all this traveling.
I know nothing. I can't plead the 5th because I'm in Canada, so I plead the 6th on that one. But I will say, and I've told them both that they make a very, very good looking couple. They're perfect for each other. They really are. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, my children don't pay any attention. I'm still in the garage. Oh, bloody kids.
Arden knows all. I know nothing.
In the garage. In the same house, and I get Facebook messages. What's that about? Oh, dear.
Because you don't have a rental for your vehicle, do you? So you're just stuck at the house?
I'm stuck. Yeah, my vehicle's dead, Sam. I'm stuck. I might borrow my daughter's car later, though, when I pop off. It's only 1:30 here, so when I pop off here, I need to go to the shops. I need to get out of the house.
You always go to the shops.
Yeah, I always go to the shops, and I either come back with a toy for the dogs or something, usually a plant for the garden, which I've been stopping myself from doing because my garden is full of plants.
Your garden
and
is gorgeous.
I don't need any more plants. I can't help it. I see these pretty flowers and I'm like, oh, and then I bring it home and I'm like, oh, where am I going to put it? So it generally stays in a pot. But I've got some weeding to do.
My mom's got a beautiful garden out here in the summertime.
That's the thing.
Like it was just like a mound of dirt before she moved in.
Yeah.
And she filled up the whole thing with, all kinds of different flowers and stuff. And it looks really good in the summer. Really good.
What happens in the winter? I suppose the flowers you have to plant in a climate
Everything
where there's they either die or would they be bulbs and maybe just come back?
Well, some of them do come back. Yeah, some of them do come back in the spring, but you still have to plant other ones. Right? What am I missing?
I just looked in the comments and all I saw, I didn't see what Julie put before, and all I saw is use one finger at a time, Julie. And I'm like, oh, what are they talking about? It's all right. I'm talking about typing.
Have I finished moving in? I'm back where I previously was. Oh, no, the last time 2 weeks ago when I went
out, now you're back home.
Yeah, I moved out and most of my stuff was still here. So it was just a matter of bringing back a few things. But yes, I am all good to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh just said, nah, Josh, settle down. It wasn't an invitation to get cheeky.
Well, no, first he said to use one finger. And now he's saying to use more than one. So whatever.
Oh, dear.
At least where I am now, I'm closer to the top place on my bucket list.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Try again, Josh.
Yeah, I don't think you're innocent.
I'm much closer to the Hinsdale house.
Oh, now. Julie, you're even worse. Look at what Julie just wrote.
Yeah,
where's that button? it'd be more like,
Apparently, me being closer to the Hinsdale house means shit at this point.
oh gosh. It's funny, isn't it?
Oh, woo.
Yeah, I know.
It kind of does tend to go sideways sometimes. No, you're not.
Crow's not even here. Crow's not even here. Enzo's completely innocent. He never says anything rude.
No, most of the time I have guests up on the panel and we actually talk about paranormal things, but for a while there,
weird thing to do.
Have guests on, so
like you're a paranormal channel.
Like
why
a
would you talk about
all kind of thing?
No, it's all about innuendo and sex and talking about all kinds of stuff like that.
It was in San Jose that I was very curious about the giant stone balls.
Oh my God.
Giant stone balls.
Don't get me started on ufology. I am so sick of this Aston Forbes crap that's going on.
Man. That is not ufology. God. That is not ufology.
Okay, I'll just ask
strategy.
I'll just ask a question. This fellow that you're all talking about, the one that is apparently what is he? What's his job?
He's nothing.
He works in IT at a hospital sometime.
Like UFO Jesus.
Yeah.
So he's just a regular dude who likes to watch stuff about UFOs and then spouts his opinion.
What happened was he thought he broke a code for something. And he was so ecstatic live on his YouTube channel. And as it turned out, it wasn't what he thought it was. So he was embarrassed in front of a lot of people. His issue is he has a very bad habit of cutting down people's appearances.
He never argues whatever the facts are.
Ad hominem words.
He attacks them personally. So yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, he's lost me already. So I always try to look at it from the other man's perspective, walk in their shoes.
Oh, well, Lou Guy Foo's in here, and he, like I said, he's on Truth Seekers, the YouTube channel that I moderate. So Woo knows. Yeah, we've seen it all over there too. And
Karen, you know what he's all about, right? I mean, what his big thing is that made him famous. Basically, he has a theory about the MH370 aircraft disappeared.
That it was taken by aliens or something, was it?
Yes. He has these randomly, given to him videos that supposedly show the plane going around and three little objects circling around the plane, and then poof, it's gone.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. From Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp.
Isn't that the AI footage? Someone's made it up or something. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, it's all crap. I don't think it was AI necessarily, but you could certainly make that with AI. And it's many times over the last several years since it's popped up as people have debunked it and said, yeah, this is totally fake. This is all special effects stuff.
See, this is the thing that I hate. Hey, Tanya. I just hate people.
No, but it's getting extremely.
People died that day. People lost their family members in that. And they still to this day have no closure because they don't have, I mean, it's obviously crashed into the sea, and the sea is a vast animal. So it could be friggin' anywhere. It's crashed. They died. And then you have these idiots bringing up this sort of shit. It's okay for you. They weren't your loved ones on that friggin' plane, were they? So, yeah, shameful. Shameful.
He's just a grifter like a lot of the other ones.
Yeah, shameful.
I think what it is with Ashen Forbes, and this is just my opinion about Ashen Forbes, is I think he, or at least originally, totally believed all of it, and kind of got suckered in by sending him, these videos and people's. Because when you initially look at it, it does look kind of intriguing, but if you know anything about how things like that are made or what he says they are. Because that's the thing is Ashen Forbes doesn't say that UFOs did it or aliens did it. It was the U.S. government that teleported this plane away to someplace else.
I mean,
And
I wish, I dream that it's true, and at some point the aliens or whomever will drop all of these human beings back to their loved ones, but it's just not
right.
the case.
But
And
believe
yeah.
I believe that he was 100% in. Oh, this is totally real, totally real. But then these floods of people are like, dude, what's wrong with you? You're a smart guy. These are super fake, and here's why. And they start rattling off all the reasons why, and they were right.
And
And
he doesn't like it, and now he's being very personal.
he blocks people. He makes fun of people. He just, oh, you're just stupid. The thing is
he's also called one person in particular, publicly, the P word.
PRICK.
No, the PDO word.
Oh, as in Peter File.
Yes. Yeah.
Very, very smooth.
Yeah.
But the thing is but the thing is he I think he was so into it, and then when he realized, because he realizes it's all fake too, I think. He thinks it's all fake.
I don't know.
Hang on. Let me speak. Where I think he realized, fuck, all these people are right. But he's got so many people for probably the first time in his life that believe in him and think he's great. He's got following. He's got people like swarming in to watch his YouTubes and stuff like that to hear whatever he says. He's got clout now, which he's probably never had before. And that's what frightens him the most, is he might lose that. You know, he wants more of that, 15 minutes of fame. And he will do anything to hang on to it.
Wrong way, the way he's attacking people.
Oh, I know. I agree.
Yeah. And not only that, there is so much going on Twitter right now about it. And the way I see it, okay, personally attacking people is one thing. It's wrong. Because Enzo, you know yourself how toxic it can be on UFO Twitter. And like Twitter in general, or X, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to the UFO stuff. But I made a post on X today, and basically saying that people are more into all the drama that's going on
than the actual fact,
than the actual evidence, instead of getting the actual evidence. But the thing is, the drama is what gives views, and it also gives subs, right? I'm not saying anybody in particular. I'm saying in general, right? And I actually said at the end of my post, you don't see people like John Greenwald Jr. and Mick West getting involved in this crap. They want nothing to do with this kind of stuff. They're in it to find actual evidence.
This is all sideshow stuff. It's foolishness. It's and like you say, it's literally drama farming now that
it is.
Keemstar is getting mixed up in it and all that other stuff with his outfit, because that's all that guy is.
Skyfire News.
Yeah.
There's Keem, Red Panda, Koala, and Chupacabra. Yeah.
Those guys are all about just making waves, and just it's gross. It really is. It's just, and it's a waste of time.
The best thing to do
is
they
pick on UFO Shane. I don't like them picking on UFO Shane.
Right.
Well, I don't because he's part of Skyfire News now. Okay.
Well, yeah, he is, and
I like Shane. I think he's hilarious, man. His face.
And a lot of people do, and I think they have him on the team to kind of counterbalance the knuckleheads on the other side, where they're just slinging dirt, and Shane's fairly even-headed about a lot of that stuff, and certainly can go a little out of control after a few drinks.
Oh no, I need as many mods here as possible, but I'm glad that you brought that up, really, because of the trolling issues that I've had. The ones that were giving me issues on my stream last Saturday, I know where they're coming from, So if I don't get to them, like I'll just tell you, don't time them out, hide them like literally from the channel, like get rid of them.
Block them. Get
It's
rid
good
of them.
so far. It's been
Yeah.
good so far. Yeah.
Who did you piss off? How did you get that kind of attention?
I didn't piss off anybody. I was
She was
hanging out on
packed.
this one channel that's in New Brunswick, and somebody came on there using my name, Arden Paranormal, with my picture. And unfortunately, unless you trademark your channel name, anybody can use the same name. And I had mentioned that to the mods in that channel, and they didn't really do anything about it. And then finally, the channel owner did. But whoever had started it with me, his channel ended up getting hijacked. Hey, Daniel. His channel ended up getting hijacked. And it went from me getting trolled in their channel to they got into my Facebook and made a lot of rude comments on my profile pictures and stuff. So I had to go all through that and everything. And then last Saturday, I had some trolls from their channel because he wasn't live. But I had one in here before the show started and I got rid of it. So they must be live, so they'll leave me alone tonight. But I'm telling you, they don't want to come in here tonight. Because I don't swear a lot when I'm live. I do joking around. But last Saturday, whoa. The first like half hour, 45 minutes of my show last week, F this, F that. So I was getting really, really mad. But yeah. But I mean, if they see you getting mad, they'll continue doing it, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. That's why they want to do it.
That's what they do. That's why you giggle at them, laugh at them, delete them, get rid of them, whatever.
Yeah.
They're just sad and sorry individuals that probably live in their mother's basement. And,
usually, I'll have to admit to toying with some of those folks sometimes, but because they've got like usually like the one line that they have and not much else. They don't have a whole lot of material.
Not that there's anything wrong.
I don't even know what this is.
Okay, I would.
and that's correct. Dover.
I don't even know who Dover Paratech is. They've never been here.
Hello, Dover Paratech. Go and check my channel out. Enzo's on.
I don't even know who they are. They've never been in here before.
Oh, well, they might have been on because I shared you out. Ian, see, Ian's there. I shared you out on my channel. So, there you go. There you go. Thanks to Insomnia Small Brother, here I am.
Welcome,
Ian. Oh dear. Oh gosh.
Oh, did they really? What when they were on the Queen Mary?
Don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. We've been pretty lucky, I think, haven't we, Enzo, with our lives?
Yeah.
Pretty lucky.
Well, you got Tanya swinging that wrench in there. She'll take care of anybody that came in there.
Tanya looks after me. I'll say that. Tanya does look after me, but usually I'm pretty lucky. I've got that members live, Tanya, on whatever day it is, and Tanya said, "Oh, I won't be able to be in," but she can because she will. It'll be dinner time at her end, I think. So there you go. It'll be dinner time for her. I think lunchtime-ish. I can't remember what time I set it up for. Maybe it's lunchtime in America, in England, and nighttime in America. But I set it up that everybody could watch it and not be put out.
Oh, that's right. They did. I remember that. I was there in the chat. I said to Helen, I said, "Did you eat my wrench?" I had a wrench there.
I've gotten a little I used to give out wrenches a little bit, but I've taken a lot of the wrenches back because I need to be sure that the moderators are like Tanya and know what they're doing, because otherwise it's pointless. Do you know what I mean? Like, because the moderator does have a job. So yeah. But I just thought, you got to put up the correct links and you've got to do everything right, or whatever.
Well, that's just it. Like, I mean, if a channel owner is nice enough to give you a wrench, that's what you're supposed to do. Throw the links out, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that all my mods have to do it. Like, I don't
No.
expect everybody to do it.
Sometimes people give me a wrench, and I think, I don't really want it because I don't want the
means-
responsibility.
Exactly. You have a responsibility now, and you're going to be put to work.
Oh,
Yeah.
Woo Guy Fu has seen a bunch of the crap that I've had to put up with and get rid of on Truth Seekers. Yeah.
But it's easy enough to get rid of them, isn't it? It's like a highlight it and block or whatever it is.
Well,
So
the thing is, on some channels, you got freedom of speech, where you can say what you want about the channel owner, and like if it doesn't affect them, they don't care. They don't care.
Well, that's their fault
The
then.
only thing is, personally, I don't like that if anybody attacks me or somebody on the panel, and especially not like you don't attack people in my chat. You be respectful, and you get told a couple of times, 3 strikes, you're out. You're gonna get timed out, and if you keep it up, you're gone, right? You're just gone. But a majority of channels, they are like totally no racial slurs, no sexual slurs, sexual preference and stuff like that. Like I don't put up with that either.
Oh, you can talk about a good HJ sometimes. I'm just looking at she missed it, Enzo. Who got told off for modding? Where? Cheryl said she got told off for moderating. Yeah, up the top. No, but Cheryl says, Julia, we got told off for modding. And then Julie says, are you serious? And then Cheryl says, yes. Oh, yes. Matt told us to stop getting rid of people. Oh. Oh, well, then friggin' don't watch their lives anymore then if they're going to be.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to take the buy me a coffee thing off of there.
Oh, don't worry.
I set up a new PayPal account, but I put Sam in my last name instead of my legal first name and last name. So I can still accept PayPal's, but I have to use it. Like I can't do anything until I change it to my legal name. I wasn't thinking. So
Josh says Matt didn't realize they were saying some racial slurs and homophobic comments though, so he then changed what he said. Oh, well, if you're putting trust in mods, if you've got mods and you've given them a rent, you're putting trust in them to do the right thing. So really you should be polite and well-mannered towards your mods and just double-check why they're doing it, not just go, hey, stop getting rid of people. There's a reason, isn't there?
Well, the thing is, a lot of times if the chat's going really fast too, the channel owner doesn't always get a chance to see everything that's going on.
That's why you've got to trust the mod.
Yeah, they may see the odd thing and say, okay, well, that's fine. And they don't always see everything that's in there. So.
Yeah, Eagle Eye here. She has her eye on the chat the entire time during her show. But the one thing she'll miss, channel memberships and super chats. That's a reminder.
And then Enzo goes, Karen, and I go, what? Oh,
I don't miss anything when I'm doing a live. Like I'm kind of like if my eyes could go both ways. Like I'm looking at you guys, but I'm also looking at the chat at the same time. I don't miss anything. I can't afford to. Now, with all this bullshit going on.
Can you see what Josh is saying?
What's Josh saying?
Oh, go down a bit further. He's cheeky. He's cheeky.
Oh,
No, you missed what I said, Sam. You were busy moderating your own channel. I was cheeky. You said about, sexual slurs and whatnot. And I said, but it's okay to talk about, HJ sometimes. And he, of course, heard it. Look at Enzo. Enzo's like, what?
I'm assuming that Dover Paratech is from your channel, Karen?
I'd say so, because the White Cliffs of Dover is the only thing that comes to mind, which is in the UK, and I'm assuming they also like Beardo. That's the thing. A lot of people subscribe to my channel, and it's interesting. I get sometimes I get told who has subscribed. Like I'll get an email. So and so has subscribed to your channel.
But you won't if their channels are private.
Yeah, and other times I don't. So it'll say I've got a new subscriber, but I don't know who that is. So I can't shout out and go, oh, hey. So I'd say,
oh, wait a minute, wrong one.
Pennsylvania. PA is Pennsylvania, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. I'm getting good with all of my
their channel is real. It has paranormal stuff on it. So
yeah.
No, I'm not saying that they're a troll or anything like that. It's just I'm just
what I thought you were
keeping my eye out from all the crap that I've been through. I just,
are you on have you gone to my channel at all, Dover, or not? I don't know. We're just trying to. How did you find Samantha?
Yeah, how did you find me?
Sam. Yeah. Cheryl.
Well, thank you for being here.
There you go. You did a good job according to Josh, Catherine. There you go. And Daniel, you're in here. Hello, sweetheart. I didn't. Sam said hello to you, but I didn't shout out and say hello.
Okay, Catherine. I appreciate you throwing out channel links, but normally what we do is like we throw out the channel links for like the people on the panel, not the people in the chat. I know it's different everywhere, but that's just the way I do it here.
Yeah, I'll have to go and check you out. Actually, I'll check you out now, Dover, because I've got my thing opened. I like finding new channels.
Hey.
I forget that English invaded England.
I don't understand. What's a filter search on YouTube?
Oh, you can put in like if you're looking for particular channels and stuff, like so, you know, it might say what are you looking for, so you can in particular look for paranormal or things like that, or live. You might just want to see who's on live, so you hit the live button and only things that where people are live will come up, for example.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's what I do. Dover Para. There you are. There you are. Ooh, an intro. Ooh. Oh, you've got a nice face.
You're pretty cute.
There you go. There, you've got a
panel, man.
There you go. I've subscribed to you now, David Tech. I'll go and check out your stuff later. Oh, good. Tech. He does tech stuff. Excellent. Good. I can check that out because I don't know much about cameras and all that. Oh, tape to tape deck. I used to have a tape deck. Tape. I don't think you can buy that anymore, can you?
Real type tape or a cassette tape?
No, real, like where I used to have one. I wonder whatever happened to it. I bet my mum still had it and God knows where it is now. But, the tapes, you put the tape on and it records. Yep. And even cassette tapes, it's the same thing. It's the same sort of tape, but in a cassette machine. Same way. But, they were awesome.
Josh, you're a character, man.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. He is a character. Yeah, so go check you out. I'll check you out. But he's got a ring on. No good to me.
Yeah, I saw that too, but he's still cute regardless if he's married or not.
It's all right. I'm not really interested in anything like that. I just muck around. Those days have gone for me. Now I'm more excited about, I don't know really what I'm excited about anymore. I'm excited about having fun. I'm excited about things like this. Like I look forward to my weekly chats with Enzo. I'm looking forward to going to America in July if the tickets sell. I'm looking forward to going to England in September.
Josh is like fixated on the hand jobs.
Oh, geez. Well, what about a BJ instead? Start fixating on that.
Well, then you'll be fixated on that too. So we can't win for losing, right?
Oh, Julie. Julie's just said then, Karen, aren't you getting a stripper in Nevada? No, I'm not. I'm trying to remember. That was Cheryl's fault. Cheryl, are you still in here? little bugger. We were doing a live. Enzo remembers. It was Enzo. You were on that live, weren't you, Enzo? And Cheryl
Probably.
gave me a super chat. We made a joke about
Yeah.
strippers. And Cheryl said, here's some money towards a stripper. So I made a post on my Facebook page saying, thank you, Cheryl, for your super chat towards the stripper. But no, I would die if someone walked in and started doing that. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not really using the buy me a coffee thing right now. I don't know. I forgot to take it off.
What's that? If you guys reach out to me, I can send you a digital copy of my book for free. Oh, I'll do that then. I haven't got anything to send you for free yet.
My chat is going fast. I'm even getting lost here.
That's all right. Ian, do I say Cavaney? That would be how you say it. But Ian, I'm going to, I'm not flying into Heathrow. I'm flying into an airport that starts with B, and I can't remember what it's called now. I'm getting picked up by my friend MJ. She's got, I've gone blank. I've drawn a brain fart. She's got a company that does events. She comes to America and does events all over America and England. That's what her job is. She also does paranormal investigating. Sage Paranormal. That's the name of her thing. So she's picking me up at the airport, and for 2 weeks I'll be traveling all around England. So I know I'm going down to Wales. I know I'm going to London. I don't know where else. So MJ is sort of taking, there's 10 of us going. Then when that finishes, I'm heading up to wherever I fancy, really. I'm just going to get a hire car and just drive to wherever I feel like driving to. But I'm definitely going to wherever that ancient Ram Inn is.
Oh man, that I would love to go there. That's another one on my bucket list, but that's a long walk from Canada, man.
Yeah, Birmingham. Yes, thank you, Princess Scary. That's where I'm going. Birmingham Airport. So I assume a hire car is a taxi. No, a rental. In Australia, we say hire car, as in hire, H-I-R-E, hire car, hire a car. Yeah,
not a hire car. Hire a car.
Yeah, rental. I'll talk American, okay? Yeah, I'll talk American. So I'll get a rental in England, and I'm going to go. Beardo and Mrs. Beardo are going to stay the night with me at the ancient.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah. So, and I said to them to have a little bit of a think, because if they're going to come up there for that, there might be something else in the area they might like to check out as well, and we can go and do that as well. I'm going up to Scotland to meet with Maisie Rose, one of my wonderful subscribers and friends. So she's gonna, Maisie Rose is lovely. I want to go to the Edinburgh. Oh, I know. I want to go to the Edinburgh. You know, the things under the bridge. Like they're like catacombs. They've got a name. So that's where I'm going. Yeah. Did I answer that, Ian? But yes, I'm going to stay in England for a month. 2 weeks with MJ and Sage Paranormal, and then 2 weeks just on my own. I like being on my own. You can do what you want. About being a raffle. Oh, yes, that's right. Enzo. Yeah, look at him. We were joking, Sam, about I can't remember how it come about, actually. We were just joking like we normally do. And I said that if anyone wanted a night with Enzo, we'll just everyone who gets a goodies bag, even the men. I mean, the men can just get drunk with Enzo. But everyone who has a goodies bag will have a ticket, and based on their ticket, like Oprah, maybe put a ticket under the seat, and I'll draw a ticket at the end of each night, and the winner gets to spend.
Everyone look under your chairs. If there's a Hawaiian shirt taped to the bottom, you won.
You've won, Enzo. We were going to raffle him off. Let me see. Enzo, can you bring us back a couple of beers, please?
Yes, we've had a few bar requests from behind me here. I can only reach.
Come up. You can come up if you want.
I can only reach the whiskey bottle that's behind me. So.
Yeah. They look like they're having a good time. And
Better put it back.
Princess Scary says, so I guess I'll have to go to Australia to meet up with Karen since she's always traveling here. Well, yeah, or try and get to Virginia City for my event in Virginia City, July 12th to the 14th. Jam-packed.
Catherine,
Question.
you don't need to put my Scentsy business in here. It's not paranormal, but I appreciate it.
What's going on? Oh.
My Scentsy business. Yeah.
Scentsy. Not sexy business, Scentsy
No,
business.
Scentsy, warmers and wax bars. I appreciate it, but yeah, that doesn't need to be in here, really.
What's that?
I
Drinking party sounds like a plan. Then we can look 2 directions at one time. Oh,
like
God.
me, like I'm looking here and I'm looking there and I'm looking here and then I'm looking there. It's like,
Oh, look, you're family first, Princess Scary. I'm just going to keep pushing it so I can sell some tickets so I can actually afford to go. And if I can, I've already said earlier on today, if it turns out that I don't sell the tickets, then it wasn't meant to be, except I still have to pay for Dustin Perry and Dave Schrader's time. So guess what? They're going to hang out with me for the weekend, whether they like it or lump it, because I've got to pay for them either way.
I can think of worse things than just hanging out with those two for the weekend.
Yeah, I could think of worse things. That could be pretty good. It could be fun.
Yeah, he's. I watched Schrader's show the other day. He was plugging the event.
Oh, he did. He did. Oh,
Yeah.
I love him then.
Yeah,
I thought he hadn't. There you go. Well, then good. Woo got. Oh God, what a mouthful.
just call him Woo. I just call him Woo.
See, I'm still there. VC could probably get a boring sober guy like me drinking again. That place looks like it really is fun. And I don't really drink, but when I go to Virginia City in the right company, I will. And I've already said to Enzo, if I do drink, which I plan not to, at least not for the event. I've said to Enzo, please keep up, because I don't know what anyone else.
We got some Old West whiskey drinking we got to do.
Oh, when I drink, I don't know if anyone else is the same, but when I drink, the first few take a while because I really don't like alcohol. I don't like the taste. But once the alcohol makes me, and you wouldn't believe I talk more than I do now when I'm drunk.
What? Maybe you shouldn't be drinking then.
Then it starts to taste nice. And then I drink more, but I've never known to limit. So I trust my friends to go, that's enough. That's enough. Yeah, I get really.
All your friends
friendly.
are going to be drinking along with you, so they're not going to.
Yeah, I do get very friendly. It's all like, and I'm always everyone's mum. So if I see someone doing something wrong, I'm like, oh, no, do you know why you shouldn't? It's not friendly as in friendly. It's friendly as in, are you okay?
Oh, it isn't?
Yeah. Oh, no, says Enzo.
I know, Danny, isn't YouTube horrible for notifications? I've been live for like an hour and she just got the notification.
You just got it? Jeez.
Yeah, I am a bit of a fun drunk. I'm a bit silly. But yeah, it's best to drink, especially when you're female. Quite honestly, it's best to drink with friends that you trust. So that because for me, I just don't know. I'm thirsty next. So I start off with the first two, like, oh, I don't really like it. Then the third one, look, that's nice, and then I get thirsty, and it's until the point where I'm obviously not aware of what the hell or where I am.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm a shocker. So
there we go. That's what
it's probably best I don't drink. Dover says, I quit drinking yesterday, but tonight I celebrate my comeback.
Cheers.
Yeah. Julie, I'm a bit the same. Mate. But there you go. Yeah. No, but I just love being around people. Karen, don't dance on the tables. No pole dancing, no dancing. I don't know. I cuddle.
Cuddle?
And see, that's the thing. If a man doesn't know me, he could get the wrong idea. But there's generally a difference between giving someone a hug and giving someone a hug.
Is it a hug, or you're just keeping from falling down?
Bit of both. Yeah. And it's funny, Tanya says Karen is a people person. I am, no matter where I go, I can talk to someone. But having said that, I
whether
also
they
get,
want you or not.
no, yeah, whether they want me to or not. I also get really, really tired. I can't. I've got to have a rest away from people sometimes because I need my own space. I can't explain what that is. Maybe other people get that too. Like you're happy to chinwag and chat, but sometimes you like just not to talk to anyone at all and just read or be in the garden. And sometimes if the phone rings, as much as I love whoever's on the other end, I'll sometimes go, I just can't. I'm too tired to talk.
Well, I wasn't online for, I didn't do a live stream for, almost 2 months because I went through some personal things. And then when I did go back, I couldn't, even at the end of the first hour, I was just like, oh my God, I don't want to talk anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like I wasn't, and now that I'm back where I am, like I'm just, right? You know, and it's 11:11. Wow, imagine that.
Tanya, no, I don't tell everybody I love them. I usually tell everybody off, as in motherly. Like, you know how you tell someone, I try to set people up if I think there's two people that are eyeing off, and I realise that at the beginning when I'm sober. Once I get drunk, then I go over to one and go, hey, do you like so-and-so? Then I go to the other one, do you like so-and-so? Well, she likes you, or he likes you.
Matchmaker.
And then I'm a matchmaker. I'm a shocker. I do that when I'm sober too. If I think someone likes someone, and they're just, I'll go, oh, look, you know.
Yeah, I need someone like that in my life because I am the worst at picking up on those signals. I'm the absolute worst.
Hey, Josh, this is Julie. Julie, meet Josh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not an extrovert. I'm definitely an introvert. People get that wrong.
What?
I can be. Yeah, no, I can. I can get up in front of people and give a talk. I can be super friendly and everything. But at the end of the day, I like to go into my little shell and just, okay, I'm exhausted from talking.
I understand that.
Yeah, I just get exhausted from talking. Even though I talk to myself in my sleep, probably. Oh gosh!
So when you start answering yourself, that's when it becomes a problem.
Daniel, would you like to come up? I think you're on my Facebook. I'm not putting the link in the chat. I'm not taking any chances. Well, not that it really matters, because I mean, I could see who's backstage anyway.
The one somebody popping up like on Steven's show the other night.
What happened?
I didn't see it. I heard about it because I had my live last Saturday when he did the open panel thing. Yes, I heard all about it.
I was watching it live, and I'll have to admit, I kind of chuckled a little bit. It's like,
did someone get onto the panel that wasn't invited?
Well, no. I mean, it was an open forum where you just clicked on the link and you come on and you could say your piece and then leave.
Yeah,
basically.
It was for his 10K celebration.
Yeah,
thing.
I got 10,000 subs.
So he let
the one person comes on. They're like, "Hey, I'm from the Wacky Joe Show or whatever it was," and then immediately cuts to this awful clip of a person basically defecating in the bed, and a constant barrage of N words being said over and over again. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh boy. The video part I thought was actually kind of funny, but I
believe he did edit that out.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I'm sure he edited. I haven't even watched the replay. So yeah. I'm a moderator on his channel, but I like I said, I did my live last Saturday. So yes.
That's why I think that allowing anyone up on thing to protect yourself is best done in a members only situation.
Well, the thing is, like you can see people, you can see them backstage before they come up.
Right.
The only thing is you can't really see because it's kind of blurry.
Yes. It's only like this big.
Well, they're black stage. I didn't mean to say that. It came out that way. But you can't really see them because it's like it's blurred out, kind of, right? But
This was years ago, but I was on with Big Willie. We were doing a show where it was, I think he called it like the blackout show or something like that. But we're deleting this show as soon as the live's done. So
Yeah,
it was an open thing.
I remember
we
being
didn't-
on a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that he was backstage. I couldn't see him, even though I was on the panel, but Willie could see him. He's like, "You got to show your face, dude." And I guess this guy like showed his face for a second, but as soon as the camera came up, he had a paper plate that he had hand drawn like the backside of a person with no pants on, and there was a hole in the paper plate, and they were like shoving stew in it while pushing one of those little key fob fart machine button
Oh my
things.
God.
It was just so ridiculously stupid that we just sat there and laughed at it. It was just so dumb.
Boys will be boys.
Well, wasn't it Cassie that had somebody backstage that did something kind of something? He was naked or something?
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Weeping Willow.
with that
No,
one.
not that Cassie. Enzo, Weeping Willow.
Well,
Something
when
happened.
was that though? Remember, I've not been invited to anything with them for a while, so I don't know.
Oh, this is quite a while ago. This is like last year or something like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I haven't seen. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. That's for sure.
I'm only naked in the shower. We all know that's BS. Nobody showers. Come on.
Technically, I'm naked every day under my clothes.
Naked on the inside.
Crow made the mistake of putting the link in chat. He learned his lesson.
Yeah, that's you learn that one pretty quickly when you do that one.
Yeah, a lot of people still do it though because it's quicker. But anyone that comes in the
Yeah.
thing and you know they're not
It's,
invited.
if they let up somebody that they don't know and they're doing something stupid, that's on them. They shouldn't have let them up.
Yeah, you just don't let them in. But there you go. Oh gosh.
Okay, I don't understand why, like, I don't know why, Catherine, why you're promoting yourself on my live stream. Sorry, but I'm just kind of wondering, like, why that's happening.
Catherine.
Just, like, this is my live stream and you're
Rein
promoting
it in a
yourself
little bit.
there.
Rein it in.
Yeah. I haven't missed anybody else's comments yet, I think. Gosh. Yeah, I had it wasn't Big Willie I had on. Big Willie is the older one. Who's the other boy I had on? Or was it Big Willie?
Big Willie's not.
Nick Willie's been on your show.
Yeah,
was
but
it Big Willie I had on?
he's younger
Yeah.
than me.
The
Okay,
guy
so
with the big beard.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it went off the rails quickly.
But, oh my Lord, I lost complete control. I was like, no, just talking about stuff. No, don't talk about that. And I'm trying to say no.
No,
and he's going and going.
posted the link. She posted the link to her Facebook here. Is what I'm
What's
saying.
going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, Julie says Big Willie was terrible. Yeah, I like he started out fine and then he just didn't know when to shut up. I mean, he's a nice boy, I'm sure, but just
Classic Big
Hey,
Willie.
William.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. William.
hello,
Another one
William.
from the True Seeker Show.
Oh,
Nice.
there you go.
Nice.
Oh, there. Daniel
Okay,
says already.
Daniel, I have to check and see. I'm pretty sure you are on my friends list on Facebook. Just
Ian,
check
Big
here.
Willie is someone who's generally on the Chop Shop, Paranormal Chop Shop with Sunny, isn't he? Big Willie.
It kind of looks like this.
It kind of looks like that, yeah. But he's not Irish. I'm sure he's got Irish or Scottish blood in him
that'll
from
love
back
Big
in the
Willie.
day.
Big
but-
Willie's awesome.
Big Willie's just his nickname or whatever. But yeah, I had him on one night because Sonny said, I'll invite him in, and he come in. He was fine. He was funny. He was sweet. But then he started to talk about subject matter that I prefer not to speak about on my channel, around the usage of how would you put it politely? Paraphernalia that one would use to get high. I don't know, drugs. I don't know if you let it. And I thought,
A
no,
bong?
I
A
don't
bong,
want
a
to
weed
talk.
pipe?
Oh, I don't know what he just started, and I'm like, no, I don't like them in the first place at all, and I didn't want them spoken about on my channel. I'm happy to promote medicinal use, I think it's great that in your country you can get the ones for you're allowed to, but I don't like
I do.
and he just kept going on, and he wouldn't shut up, and I'm like, oh, fine. I think I yelled at him in the end, didn't I? And so
You did. Big Willie does enjoy his weed.
yeah. And I'm like, stop it. Don't talk about that. And something else, I can't remember. There was something else that he spoke about too. And I thought, I don't want to talk about that either. Yeah, David, it is a little bit. It is a little bit. I've got tons of, I've got a Doof Doof Paranormal page.
I'm getting confused here. I'm trying to find
but-
Daniel. I'm trying to find Daniel.
Oh, Daniel, it's Satori. Satori, not Satori. Jesus Christ, I've got that on my. It starts with an S. It's not Daniel.
Oh, it's all good, Catherine. It's all good. We got somebody else that's going to be backstage in a minute, and in the
Ooh.
meantime, I'm going to try and find Daniel on Facebook.
They're just drawing on the paper plate right now. As soon as they're done, they'll be here.
Okay, I gotta find you.
Oh, can I send you the? Oh, I can send him the link. Of course. Duh.
Who?
Daniel.
Well, I'm in the. That's what I was trying to do here.
Hang on.
You know what? I don't think he's on my friends list. You're gonna have to send it to him, Karen, because I can't find him.
I will. Hang on.
Damn it! God damn it!
Salvatore, and then I go to.
We got 19 people here.
How many have we got?
No, you're fine, Catherine. It's all good. It's all good.
See if that works. I don't think that's right though. Oh, it could be. Yeah, see if that works, Daniel. I've just sent it to you.
Yeah, you just went down to the invite and copied and pasted that, right?
No, I went to because I can't do that from my end. I went to the link you sent me on Messenger.
Yeah, that's the same one. I'm just waiting for
the same.
somebody else to get their buns up here too. Where is he? Where are they? Sorry.
Sorry, I just saw something on my Facebook and went, ooh. Yeah,
Is it a paper plate?
Yeah. No, it looks like ET on a barbecue, like a pig on a spit. Yeah, I'll turn that off.
Those Mexican aliens? Yeah.
Some people put the oddest things on Crow's Facebook page, like disturbingly odd.
Hello, Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
Oh, there he is.
You're quite welcome.
Someday I'll actually
one more
wear something.
person that should be coming up here at some point.
Someday I'll actually wear something for this show. I've been doing some massive cleaning around here, and my birds are just like they're at war with each other. So
I've got my birds, Daniel. I've got my birds inside now. They were in cages outside, but I brought them in because I brought. They look like a tree, like just a tree with branches but no leaves. It's like a bird stand, and they're really tall. So I've got two of those, and I've put toys and all sorts of things, and they're as happy as Larry. They're on their little trees and they're flying on my shoulder. And yeah, some people don't. I love birds, so they're super happy.
Yeah, some of mine are all over me in more than one way. But they.
How many do you have?
I have a dozen pigeons and I have 4 doves.
Oh,
yeah, he likes his pigeons. Yeah,
and they've been they're in hormone phase right now. The guys, and they're just like killing each other.
It's getting into springtime, so
yeah. So it's stop that. Anyway.
Yes, it is a full moon. I thought that was last night, but when I took Harley out while we were still backstage doing our thing. Looked like a full moon to me.
Oh. Well, Princess Scary says I'm in hormone phase every day.
Hey, Princess, just come right on over. You'll be fine here.
Is that a mourning dove you have back there?
I have 4. Well, I have an unofficial dove. I have 4 ringneck doves and an illegal mourning dove.
Ah, okay.
You can't have them here. You
Why?
can shoot them. You can shoot them and hunt them, but you can't have them.
Yeah. I thought I recognized the sound. I heard the one back there.
Yeah.
Why aren't you allowed to have them? Because they're protected or something? Or I don't.
Well, yeah, but
understand.
it's a silly rule because I mean, think of this. You can shoot them. You can hunt for them, but you can't like keep them for any reason.
Oh, I just would.
It's one of those you can't keep a coyote as a pet kind of an idea.
Oh, I would.
Well, coyote can hurt you, but that's another story.
Yeah, but the coyote, I would just feed it. I wouldn't keep it in the house. It could just come every night and have dinner. And, same with the raccoon. Oh, raccoons I might be tempted to have in the house. I see so many. I'm actually like on the Instagram, there's a raccoon channel and it's all raccoons. And there was this little tiny raccoon sitting in a high chair or that's what you call them in America.
High chair.
And it's going like this with its little fingers. And then the guy gave it its dinner and it's like, and it's eating. And I'm like, oh, wrong one. But we don't have them in Australia. But I just thought, I'd be a shocker. I'd have a pet raccoon. I'd even probably feed the bears. I mean, why not? Why not?
I met a family that had a coyote, and it was the sweetest thing. Yeah, it was a half coyote. They said they found it in the desert. They thought it was had bred with a dog, but you couldn't tell because it looked just like a coyote.
Wow.
It was probably just a coyote. But
coyotes are pretty smart.
Investigator's enemy.
Oh, I want to hear from Julie R about the pigeons being enemies of paranormal investigators. I think I know why, but I want to hear it from her.
Yeah, I imagine I know as why.
Oh well, yeah. Well, they're always in the bloody roof of places, and the noises. You can't. I've been to places with people, and they go, "Oh my god, did you hear that?" And I'll go,
"Well, they're making noise all the time too. It doesn't matter if it's
but I'll just go, "Yeah." Yes, I heard. Well, I heard a voice, and you're like, dude, it was a bird,
right?
Like so yeah. I don't know.
Bats will make some ruckus too in some places.
Faith, yes, Faith. Raccoon babies, all raccoons. They're so cute, and people go, "Oh, they're horrible," and they scritch and scratch. Well, of course they will if they're wild, but when they get to know me,
all the time when I lived in Eastern Ontario, they would like come right up to the window.
Isn't that gorgeous though?
And
I think that's
I would actually be hanging out the window with my camera taking pictures. I've got a whole bunch of them on my Facebook.
I love it.
I would forget to bring the cat food in from during the day, and I'd hear the bowl moving, and I'd look out the window and open the window, and oh, you're back again. They'd just look up at me and go right back to eating again.
That's trash pandas, man. They will find it.
Yeah,
like the meme where they pick up the handful and run away on just 2 legs.
Yeah, the weather's been weird here too, Catherine.
Rain and
snow. It was so mild here for a couple of days, and then yesterday it got fairly chilly, and then last night it was really cold, and pretty chilly today too. I don't like it at all.
We're getting our warm weather now. It starts to come in February, so trees are blossoming, wind is blowing
already.
Yeah,
we're coming into autumn. And of course, when I get there, if the tickets sell, when I get there in July, it'll be summer. And I didn't think about that.
It's my go.
I hope you don't mind sleeping in your boxer briefs, Enzo, because it's going to be warm, and the Silver Queen from memory does not have air conditioning.
Nice over, right on.
Sorry about that. But that's all right. You've got fans.
Shorts.
There's fans. There's fans.
I had an air conditioned room there when I was in Virginia City.
There was that.
Well, not at the Silver Queen. Not at the Silver Queen. There was a hotel
that's what I was
down
say.
the road, a really small rustic place down the road, just on the edge of town. And they had AC. It's like, yes, I'm going to spend some time here.
Yeah.
Pretty high altitude there too, right?
Oh God, I'm a little altitude sensitive, so yeah, I can feel the altitude.
I'm terrified of it.
White Lake, Ontario.
Who's been to Lake Louise?
Danny Stanton.
Hey, Danny.
How's it going, Danny Stanton?
Danny's OG on my lives. He's been coming to them forever.
Danny's been around for a while.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't see anymore. If I open my other browser or my other device, it'll echo.
Well, I don't know what happened to the other person that was supposed to.
I'm just reading the chat. Sorry, I'm reading the chat and I'm like, there's rabbits and trouser snakes and
all kinds of stuff going on in the chat, right?
Oh,
that's all right.
They're testing your ability to love those wildlife is what it is. She's from Australia. Her wildlife can kill her. So
you know what? I'm getting really cranky with Americans saying that. Do you know why? There's not. America, you have got. Let's start, shall we? You've got rattlesnakes. We've got more snakes than you, granted. All right. So far as snakes,
I don't think you're going to win that argument. Yeah, that's not a good one.
We win with the snakes. You've got poisonous spiders that can kill you. We've got one. Okay.
What's the one?
Gone blank. Shivers me timbers. A funnel web spider. A funnel web.
Okay. Fair enough.
20 minutes and you're dead.
I can go in my basement right now and find a brown recluse right now. I can guarantee it.
Yeah, right. And then, but then, apart from that, that's really it. Some snakes and a spider. We have big spiders called Harry. I call them Harry, or a huntsman. They can get about as big as a
like a catcher's mitt.
Yeah, they can get pretty big, but they don't. They're good spiders. They'll keep all the bad spiders away. Do you know what I mean?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah,
keep all the bad anything away.
And then we just have
You're
the regular
good spider, a bad spider.
Oh, you have one of those. You have one of those.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all we've got. But you guys have got coyotes, mountain lions.
Coyotes.
Oh, yeah. Mountain lions are pretty wicked. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near
mountain lions. Sure. Yeah, I'll give you that.
You've
occasional
got
bear.
You've got tons of things that I can walk out into my backyard and, oh my God, there's a bear and my head's ripped off. You know, whereas that doesn't happen in Australia.
What if I wanted to go swimming in the ocean?
Oh, we have sharks, but you have sharks there.
You have the big freaking sharks down there. You got the great whites.
You see, I'm not stupid. I don't go into someone else's house. The same as if I'm in the bush. And that's the thing, kangaroos, they run away from you. You often see, that's the other thing. Oh, here we go, Karen rant. That's the other thing that pees me off. People see those videos of men. There was one I spotted the other day. A guy walks into a dam, a pond, because the kangaroo has got his dog in the water. The kangaroo would have drowned it. That's what they'll do.
Jeez.
But what they show you first, they show you you leave my dog alone, and then he hits the kangaroo. And what I've seen a few of them.
In the face,
The kangaroos have just been chased by that effing dog. You've just set your dogs on that kangaroo. What do you expect it's going to do? It's going to protect itself. I have never myself. Kangaroos protect themselves. I've been around them in the bush. They do not come and chase you. They run away. They're stupid with cars. That's how they get killed all the time. No road sense, like deer. No road sense.
Right.
But yeah, kangaroos. Yeah, oh sure, they can gut you. Like that's what their claws are. But it just doesn't happen. I've never heard I've heard of people being attacked by them, but generally speaking, it's when they're out hunting for them and getting their dogs to chase them, or stupid, like putting themselves in a stupid position with the kangaroos. So yeah, so that's all.
People try to cut the buffalo. I mean, pet the buffalo here in Yellowstone.
Oh well, that's stupid. That's the other thing. Buffalo, they can kill you. Moose.
Well, they won't if you don't try to pet them. If you leave them alone, they'll stay to themselves. If people try to go out there and get their picture taken.
North of me in Kansas, we raise them and eat them, and they're delicious.
I've heard. I don't think
they're
I've ever
like
had
deer
one.
because they run into the cars. Deers are stupid too. Kangaroos are just as silly. They don't have road sense.
At our Kansas State Fair a few years ago, they had
your baby, right,
baby. Yeah.
Julie,
they had a specific tent for just baby animals. They had a baby buffalo there. It was the cutest thing in the entire world. Just a little tiny guy, really shy and timid. The baby cows are like shoving it out of the way to get to whatever food you had and stuff like that. But it was pretty cute.
Do buffalo taste like chicken? Well, you get the buffalo wings. Buffalo wings.
Buffaloes have wings now.
Awesome.
Yeah, apparently.
Bison is amazing.
What's a dino beaver?
A dino beaver is that's a Skinwalker Ranch thing.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah,
thing.
it's during the initial scientific investigation of Skinwalker Ranch. They reported seeing several anomalous cryptid type creatures. One of them was a beaver-sized, semi-shaped creature that had like spines on its back, like a stegosaurus.
Oh, a lizard. A lizard.
Oh no, it was like a beaver with stegosaurus spikes on its back.
And how many mushrooms had they eaten for dinner?
I would guess all of them.
Yeah, I think so too.
This is also the same group that saw a portal materialize and appear partway in the air that a Bigfoot dropped out of and ran into the woods. Also the same group that saw someone on the edge of the clearing by the wood line, and when they put binoculars on it, appeared to be a being in a trench coat smoking a cigarette with a wolf's head.
Jesus, I hate people like that making up stories.
That must have been Columbo.
Oh,
yes.
Columbo.
Yeah, must have been Columbo.
They really must think people are idiots. They really must. I mean,
a
they're
lot
probably
of people buy into it.
Oh.
Well, they also saw they had a lot of Bigfoot things, they had a lot of alien things, they had a lot of ghost and more specifically like poltergeist like activity, things like that. They documented a lot. That's where I came up with the paranormal potpourri saying, was describing what they were reporting out of Skinwalker Ranch, because there are those weird places around the world that has all of it in one very localized area.
So do they have Mothman there too?
No Mothman. The last reports of Mothman have actually been this past year in the Chicago area, believe it or not.
It's probably
Mothman shows up when there's about to be a disaster. Isn't that what happens?
That's
the bridge is going to fall down, or
Yep. I grew up in Eastern Kentucky, and where that is, where in West Virginia where that occurred, was only like an hour or so away. So I grew up on Mothman stories.
Yeah, that bridge collapse was pretty bad, but I don't think Mothman caused the bridge collapse.
No, Mothman doesn't cause
it's not that they cause it. Right. It's just this really bad thing is going to happen. I'm here to check it out. That kind of thing. And there's many other stories of Mothman, chasing cars down the road and hovering, just seeing like the glowing red eyes, and they're like hovering in the barn. They sick the dog on it. The dog screams and is like shredded. The farmer goes out there with his lantern, because it's 1908 apparently, even though this happened in the 60s, and goes in there, and he can see in the tracks in the dirt where the dog was running in a circle, like it was chasing something over its head, and then was just ripped apart. That kind of stuff. There's a lot of tales about the Mothman that go on and on and on.
What are the melon heads? You ever heard of the melon heads?
Melon heads.
Yeah, the melonheads in Ohio.
Yeah. It's like some wacky
Alan has. Heard of the
for
Colin
today's
Hat.
reference, it would be like something like you would see on Rick and Morty, where they just have like really inflated heads, but they're like trying to act like normal people, kind of thing, and hoping you don't notice that they have this giant, enormous inflated head.
Weren't there supposed to be
Yeah.
some experiment that went wrong? And
There's always that story.
Yeah.
For any kind of local legend or anything like that, is that secret government thing that always happens to be somewhere nearby for all those stories, where there's some secret lab that they're doing some nefarious things. Yeah, there's always that story, of course, but I don't go that deep on the Melonhead story, but there are similar kind of stories like that kind of dotted all around the eastern part of the U.S. for sure.
We just lost Karen.
That's it. She got scared off by the Mothman story.
No, the Melonheads, I think, got her.
You know what? That was about the time she disappeared.
No, she'll be back.
She had to readjust her tiara. She will be back any moment, folks.
Can I back up here? No, I can't.
Hello, Franz.
Well, it does sound like a 90s indie band. Oh, I hear someone excited in the background.
Oh, those are my doves. You can hear my doves in the back.
Yeah, I hear. Yeah, when I was in the Air Force, the last job I had was I worked in the safety office, and a big part of that was dealing with wildlife around the base. So
yes,
I had to become very familiar with like mourning dove and all that stuff. So I am quite aware of what those are and what they look like and what they sound like.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, I just messaged her on Facebook. Maybe her connection.
It could be. Usually you hear connections pretty good, even from Australia. But yeah, I always kind of I'm always, I don't want to say amused, but I love hearing everyone's like local legends, kind of, their local stories, because every little town has one, and I love hearing every one of them. I love it.
Okay, hang on a second here.
Whoa, what was that?
What, the sound back here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another dove. They have different sounds.
I'm not familiar with that.
I call him Laughing Bird. Because every time he comes, he goes beep, 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 every time he comes over here.
That's what it sounded like. That's funny. I'm not familiar with that one. I've never heard that one before.
Well, she's still on Facebook, so
someone tell her that she's gone. Oh, maybe there's a time lag on Facebook.
She's been talking this entire time and doesn't realize no one's there. How long have you been raising doves there, Daniel?
Well, I started with doves about a year and a half ago because I found this mourning dove and it was alone. I wanted to get it a mate, but it didn't like my ringneck doves. So I'm stuck with 4 more doves now. Ringneck doves. I'm stuck with 4 ringneck doves. It imprinted on the pigeons. And that's really bad because the pigeons didn't imprint on the mourning dove and they've drawn blood. So I have to really I have trouble getting her down because she's wild and I can't get her down, but she just lives here in the apartment. And it's an unusual place here. It's not Dr. Doolittle exactly, but
it's pretty close. The aviary. Believe me, I get it. They're fascinating. I worked a lot with a lot of falconers and whatever the other word is they use for just hawk people. There's that's such a weird divide too, because the falconers and whatever the fancy name is for the hawk people don't like each other, because basically falconry is that's a in the air kind of thing versus a falcon, or excuse me, a hawk, which is a ground thing. It's really weird. But no matter, because we certainly all have our stories, and we actually talked a little bit about it in the earlier part of the show about how there's some people that they're just jerks in our little communities. All communities have this, have their assholes. It doesn't matter what it is. Even in you could be into knitting, and there's assholes in the
good knitters
community.
and the bad knitters. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. I just messaged her on Facebook, and I haven't heard back from her yet, so I don't know.
But you say she's on YouTube.
I don't know.
No, Facebook. I messaged her. She's so active on Facebook. I don't know. I haven't heard back from her yet.
Looking for your iPhone. It's nearby. Pinging your iPhone now.
Well, how about this? While we're waiting, we can run a commercial for the Virginia City event that
yes,
she's hosting, if you like.
Yes, please.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, I'm not sure why she disappeared. I don't know.
It sure is. Where is it?
Yeah. You could hear that, right?
We could hear that.
Oh. Yeah, I convinced Karen that she should make like a couple of commercials that you can, when you're on other people's shows or if people that are going to be there, they can just play that. It goes, just go to her site and they can play it. You don't have to do anything.
She's not on YouTube.
Yep, she made a couple of the different commercials like that, and it's been pretty handy actually.
Yeah, I said to her, I said, you're more than welcome to post it on my Art and Paranormal thing on Facebook.
Yeah. And she will, but she's really sensitive to that because a lot of people are sensitive about just kind of throwing that out there like that because as you pointed out, you don't like certain things being advertised on your site. Yeah.
Hang on a second here.
I'll be right back too.
That is just going like a million miles an hour here, and I don't know why.
What?
Yeah. Like my YouTube chat is just like going crazy here. It's like way behind StreamYard, and it's just slowing down now and catching up. Wow.
Strange.
Yeah. Well, I don't normally have YouTube open when I'm live on StreamYard, but because of the troll thing, I did. But
I always
that was a major lag. I don't know what's happening with Karen. She just went offline on Facebook.
Huh. I don't know.
Because I asked what happened. I said, "Is everything okay? You disappeared for some reason. Is your connection okay? Are you okay?" And she just went offline.
Yeah, she did. She just vanished. I just went back and wound it a little bit.
Might be an internet thing. It's kind of what it sounds like.
I don't know. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She survived that car crash earlier this week just fine. She's a tough old bird.
Yeah, but she was like the main guest on the show. And she's just gone. I hope everything's okay.
We'll give her a few more minutes. I mean, we're just shy of 2 hours, so I mean that's a pretty good run on anybody's book. But yeah, we'll give her a few more minutes, see if she pops back in and all that. But yeah, I am really looking forward to this Virginia City thing.
I would love to go. I would love to go.
Man, I wish you could make it there. That would be amazing to see in person.
Pardon? Sorry?
It'd be great to meet you in person.
Yes, it would. Yes.
Because I'm driving there, of course, because I'm a maniac and I actually enjoy driving. But,
well, we've known each other for at least, what, a good 3, almost 4 years? Maybe 3.
About 3, I think.
Yeah, maybe 3. Yeah.
Just seems like yesterday when we were on a stream and I saw a ghost or something float past your window.
Sonny,
hey, there's Sonny.
Sonny, you're supposed to be up here. That's why I sent you the link, buddy. Come on up. I know I sent you the right link. Karen, I don't know what happened with Karen. She just kind of dropped off the live. I don't know.
I called her and left a message. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Sonny's on his phone, he says.
Okay, you can still come up on your phone.
He's probably on his phone. He's out doing something with the family. I know he had something going on with his family this weekend. He wasn't going to be available so much.
Oh, yeah, it's like 10 to 9 there. I forgot he's in Cali. 3 hours behind him.
I got a message from Karen. Says, Sam's not seeing my messages. No power. I can't get back. Power is out in the street.
Oh. Yeah, because I sent her messages on Facebook and I didn't get oh, here we go. Okay. Just lost all power in the street. Not sure. I'd say a car accident. Tell everyone sorry.
Yep, okay. She's fine.
Will do.
The Roos are coming, Josh. Okay. Remember, Australia's military did lose 2 birds many years ago. It's not the Roos, it's those emus.
That's what they should do in Ukraine. Is just dump a bunch of birds.
And some emus in there. Yeah. Google Emu Wars. Anyone who doesn't know their history about Australia and enjoy the laugh.
So you're not going to come up, Sonny? Come on. I don't care if you're on your phone. Get up here, you. It's like Posky last Saturday. He popped in for a second, drunk at the bar, and then he showed up in the backstage, and then he disappeared.
You know Posky is not going to follow through with anything that he promised. You know it. That's the one thing you can depend on is you can't depend on Posky.
Yeah. Well, Chad was on Facebook too, but I've asked him before. Oh, you're not even at home. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's that's what he meant when he was on the phone. He's not.
Oh, well, I did not know that.
He's out and about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to go for a little bit longer. Doesn't matter. I love that sound.
It is. There is a peaceful kind of spring. Actually, it's a spring thing. Hearing that that sound in the background really like that. Yeah. Sonny was at the car show. So, what have you got coming up, Sam? Do you have anything going on that you're planning on or looking forward to here soon?
Well, first I'd like to say thank you for being here tonight, Julie. And I will see you next
Julie.
time. As for me, I'm hoping to get some more guests lined up.
Oh.
So it's not just like a hangout kind of thing. I don't mind doing them once in a while, but I'd like to get back.
And I agree. Yeah, if there was the hangouts at least like a topic or something, something going on.
Yeah, but I want to get some, guests back up. I'd actually really like to do. Remember the Art Bell one that me, you, and Sonny did?
Oh yeah.
I would love to do another one of those.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh.
Yeah, we were going over a lot of the old stuff. Actually, do you watch the Y-Files? Are you familiar with that show?
Yes,
I've
I
heard
do.
of it, I
Oh,
haven't.
yeah.
The Y-Files is actually a really good replacement for modern day Art Bell. Just those same. It's a very similar story things where he tells the story as told, and then he goes back. It's like, okay, this actually isn't true, and this doesn't work, and this isn't, whatever. But he does go over some of the. He did a story a few weeks ago about Madman Markham, which we have certainly talked about, I think, on this channel, where just this weird hillbilly kind of guy that had built this giant electronic contraption that
Oh wow.
basically discovered time travel.
Oh,
Sort of.
Sort of.
But what I didn't realize is what happened kind of like after he disappeared, which they covered on the Y-Files, where there is a whole other piece of that story that I never knew. And I was like, oh my God, Madman Markham is alive and well, and apparently went missing for a while after jumping through his little invention thing and kind of winding up with amnesia in some part of the country until it finally came back to him. He could scrap together enough money for a bus ticket back to wherever it is he's from, around Kansas City area, as I recall. But kind of lost everything. So he's back at just nothing. He started off. He was stealing from like the local county. He was stealing their transformers, their electric transformers off of a lot where they had like a couple of spares, and then he's just wired it into his house, electricity, and creating this giant Wi-Fi.
Yeah, he's got that hecklefish. He's got hecklefish next to him. It's funny. Hecklefish has a voice, and he's always harassing.
I've heard of him, but I've never.
Lizard people. But
did you see the one on Tesla's Spirit Radio? And it was and Alexander Graham Bell's ghost phone.
Don't remember that one.
Yeah, that was last year. I say about 8 or 9 months ago. It was fascinating because Alexander Graham Bell failed in his little attempt, but Tesla actually got his radio working and it got some sounds. And there are very few radio broadcasts in those days. So it's kind of fascinating and creepy at the same time because
Alexander Graham Bell was actually kind of an ass. He didn't necessarily invent stuff, but he incorporated people into his little group there that did, and then took credit for it.
Yeah.
And he was like an arch nemesis to Tesla. Him and they were not friends, of course, since Tesla, of course, invented alternating current AC power, and he invented DC, and he used AC power and electrocuted an elephant to show how dangerous AC power was.
Right.
In front of a group of people. It was ridiculous. But,
yes, DC would go like a few blocks, but AC can go like for miles.
Exactly.
Miles,
it was a way better platform. I'm glad we went to, and honestly, if it wasn't for Tesla was just a genius way ahead of his time. And it's one of those things where it's like, man, if that guy was alive today, what would we would certainly have, anti-gravity flying moon shuttle things going all over the place and all kinds of stuff.
He would plan everything out to the last detail before he
usually
would
to his detriment, because he would overplan stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of arguments about who invented FM radio, whether it was Tesla, which did certainly do some experiments in that range. And then you've got, God, what was his name? Italian guy. I forget his name.
Not Marconi. You're not thinking of Marconi.
Yeah.
Well, Marconi was AM.
Yep. And it's there was a lot of arguments there about, who invented it, really. And there's a lot more stories about people stealing shit from Tesla than him actually inventing stuff on his own. I have kind of done a deep dive on Tesla's wireless power thing that he did, where he had a couple of different the transmission towers, famously the one in Wardcliffe, Long Island. I want to say it was somewhere in Nevada. He had a second one that he originally first experimented with. The way that he had it set up, I don't think it really would have worked. I, of course, am just a nobody, but because he was basically using like the Earth as kind of one of your you got your positive, you got your negative, you got your power that goes from the negative to the positive, blah 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 blah. He was using the Earth as one of those conductors. I mean, which technically could work, but there were things that were wrong with it. They're like practical things, like rain and anything that would like drill into the Earth, like wells and things like that, are now going to suddenly be energized because he's energized basically the regolith of the whole planet. That would be a problem. He couldn't do that. So there's certainly some problems there with it, and I think that's why he ended up having to kind of scrap it. The idea was, I get what he was going for, but
right.
What's rain? Rain is a mythical thing where water, the liquid stuff that you find in the plastic bottles at the store, falls out of the sky naturally. I know we talk a lot of crazy stuff on this show, but that's probably the craziest. But
you know what the death ray was? Tesla's death ray.
It depends. There's a couple different versions of the death ray of what it was, because there's one that they actually attribute to him causing God, what was the giant the Tunguska explosion in Russia?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
There's a story where he was conducting an experiment supposedly that caused that is supposedly what it was, which was kind of related to that. And actually, I think the Y-Files even kind of touched on it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So there's I don't know what to believe about the actual death ray part. But certainly a genius, no matter what.
He died in poverty, didn't he? He was
yeah, because mostly because of those interactions with with Bell and all Edison and all those guys, where he would get shut out because of basically bad press, fake news, if you will.
Yeah.
About his stuff, that he was just a crazy madman. But his ideas was super genius and well beyond the years that he lived in. And he ended up very lonely, and he was renting a hotel there in New York City. And as a matter of fact, one of his few loves was he was a big pigeon.
Yeah,
he had a roost up on the roof of the hotel that he stayed in, as I understand.
What a kind soul he must have been.
Kind and misunderstood, for sure. But it's one of those that there certainly is, like with super creative people that have zero social skills and don't know how to get around like regular people. Right. I'm sure we've all interacted at some level with people like that. And that they don't communicate their thoughts well to normal people, which when you get people like him, his conversations are way, way up here. The average person is way down here. So he can't really explain it to regular people, which would be like investors and things like that, about what exactly his plan is to do it. He knows what he needs to do, but he can't really verbalize that to people that have the money to actually finance what he wants to do. So that was a big problem for him that he never really overcame. So his entire like life story and all that stuff and how he kind of went about it was actually not a happy ending, not a for him. It was just people in general kind of avoid the weirdos in life, where he was certainly in that category. Super genius, thinking up here when everyone else is down here for sure. But there's no way to communicate that, especially back then.
He needed a press agent.
Yeah, he did need a representative, somebody that believed in him enough to know that he knew what the hell he was talking about. But didn't really exist back in those days.
Yes, weirdos are the best.
That's us.
Actually, that's true. I believe that.
Weirdos and wackadoos, right, Woo?
Weirdos and wackadoos.
That's one of Stephen Campion's most famous sayings is wackadoo.
Wackadoos.
Wackadoo, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's after midnight where you are. No, not midnight. What time is
Yeah,
it?
it's 12.
That is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there is
I
a
think
clock
you're
behind. So.
3 hours ahead of me then. Yeah.
Yeah, we love that word there. Yeah. We do. Yeah, absolutely.
Which word? Wackadoodles?
Wackadoo.
Wackadoos, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's weird because Catherine is in Canada as well, but it's 1 o'clock there.
Closer to Nova Scotia.
Catherine's in Canada?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she's a crazy Canuck just like me.
Catherine, are you closer to Nova Scotia?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, yep, yep. I'm in Southern Ontario, so yeah, it's like 12:07 here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Halifax.
Yes.
I got to see go to Calgary a few years ago. Well, it wasn't the real Calgary Stampede because that's a rodeo. But no, the dance convention, they called it the Calgary Stampede that I went to, and I was a dancer at one time in my life, and so
What?
I had never been to Canada. Oh yeah, I've been to competitions, not like you see on PBS, but in the country western world, they've adopted a kind of format where they do ballroom competition with a little country dancing, sort of splash of that, thrown in for good measure. So you have to wear these regulation style kind of costumes, or you look like a cowboy basically. and you there, and then you sign up for all these different contests, and it's very elaborate, and I spent a lot of money on it, and I was pleased with myself, but I can't afford to do it anymore, and I'm not in the health to do it anymore either. So, but it was fabulous. I loved it.
Huh. What kind of critter you got there?
What's that?
Look at that critter you got there, Sam.
That's Harley.
Oh, hi, Harley.
He won't look in the camera. He knows. He knows.
He looks like a sweetie.
Here, look over here. Look up there.
It's not.
It's like I'm not looking up.
Dogs never look at the camera. They never do. Like, what is she pointing her finger at? Why are you doing this?
He's a pug Pomeranian.
Wow.
Yes. He does not like the camera. Not
I
like my
have
cats. They would jump all over everything when I was live.
I think I've managed to trigger Karen's chihuahua to go off when I do the Taco Bell thing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You've had enough of the camera. Yeah, I see that. Cheryl is going to. Oh, wait a minute. I missed it. Time to go make Mom some dinner. Thank you for being here, Cheryl. It's always a pleasure to see you here.
Nice to see you, Cheryl.
Yes, he is a Pomeranian. He's pug and Pomeranian and all attitude. He's got big dog syndrome. Oh my God. It's crazy.
Not
There's
to be
a
confused with.
beautiful there's a beautiful Roddy that lives at this end of the hallway, and his name's Zeus. He's such a friendly dog, and like I'll have Harley outside like in the summertime. Rah, 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 and Zeus just kind of looks at him like, okay, I don't think so. It's pretty funny.
Oh, we can't hear you, Enzo. What happened?
Muted.
Sorry, I coughed a second ago, and I have a touch screen for muting my microphone when I cough or whatever, and I must have missed it when I undid it.
You have a good night too, Dover Paratech. It was nice to meet you.
Nice seeing you, Dover Paratech. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, yes, I'm live every Saturday night, and sometimes you get this, and you might actually get a panel guest.
So sometimes you might actually be entertained.
You actually might be at some point, yeah.
Sometime I'm actually, you might actually see my face.
Yeah, you hide your face a lot now because I think the last time I saw you, you had a bird on top of your head. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a work in progress.
What are you looking at? I think he's trying to tell me he needs to go outside.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's a nice guy.
We've been at a little over 2 hours. I think that's about right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it's unfortunate what happened with Karen, but we will have to do this
Reschedule.
again.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, thank you, Enzo and Daniel.
Thank you, Sam, for getting us on here.
Anytime. I did I put a movie on last Sunday. I was really bored, so I looked for one of those what do they call it?
Oh, public
movies.
domain. Public domain.
Yeah, and I played Vincent Price, The Last Man on Earth.
Oh,
And
that's
a lot
classic.
of people enjoyed it. Yeah. So I think I might do that on a regular basis. Like it was like 3:00 in the afternoon my time. So if I could find a half decent movie, I might put one on tomorrow too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, those are fun. I've known a couple folks that have gone that route where they do the public domain movies and do the watch along, and you kind of have to do the ones I've been on where I've been invited to. You kind of do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 kind of a thing where you kind of make fun of it as it plays and make little commentary.
Like a couple people were talking in the chat. Like I only had like a couple of people, but I mean, people were coming in and leaving and whatnot, which is okay, But there was one guy from a weed channel that I watch quite regularly, and he stayed and watched the whole movie. But what I would like to do is I would like to find a public domain website where they have more up to date movies, because I did find out that The Hobbit is now public domain in Canada.
Wow. Is it the cartoon?
No, it's the actual movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think you might have a tough time pushing that one out on YouTube.
I don't know. Maybe not. It's public domain, but most of the ones that I found are all like movies from like the 20s and the 30s and the 60s and the 70s. I'd like to be able to find like more updated ones, but I don't know if there are any movies like that are public domain. I'm really not sure. A lot of decent movies on Internet Archive. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Yeah.
What was the worst film of all time? What was I bet Enzo knows this.
The worst film of all time?
Yes.
Anything Marvel has made in the last year. No. I think historically, I know there's been a few. What was the one with Ishtar was famously panned for being really bad. But in comparison to some of the recent movies, like I said earlier, not to bag on too much on Marvel, but man, Disney is really off of their game with all of their productions here the last couple of years.
Is there a movie? I don't see any movies on here.
It had Bela Lugosi, and he died during production.
What was that? Plan 9 from Outer Space?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a stupid.
Yeah, I haven't seen any movies
I'm
on
ashamed
here.
to be such a nerd that I would know that. Yes.
I'll have to look for it.
I actually watched that film once to see what all the buzz was about it. Yeah, it was the most stupid anything I'd ever
it's
seen.
awful. Yeah. A lot of those are really idiotic, and it's like, oh man.
And
spent
poor
a lot
Bella.
of money on this.
Poor Bela Lugosi, and he died broke too, because he couldn't
yeah.
he was typecast and he couldn't speak
Yep.
English properly, so he'd never get parts. And then he plays a vampire in his very last film. He dies during production.
Yes.
Did he even have lines in that movie?
I don't know. I don't know,
because it was
remember.
The gist of it was Plan 9 was to bring the dead back to life for like an alien invasion kind of an idea.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be this vampire type creature. I don't even know if he had a spoken line in it.
No, he just had those gestures, and and showing his fangs and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I
That's
gotta
kind of
fly.
it.
My dog's looking at me like he really needs to.
All right, let's get out of here.
Okay, all right. Sayonara.
Hey guys, have a good one. Thank you for being on the panel, and we'll have to do this again.
Again.
For sure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Push the button, Sam.
Well, I thought you were going to kick yourself out. I guess I had to kick him out. All right. Well, this has been fun. It really has. Yeah, it's too bad what happened with Karen. We'll have to do this again. But yeah, thank you to Enzo and Daniel for being up on the panel. On the panel. I must be getting tired. And thank you to everybody in the chat. And I hope everybody has a good rest of their weekend. And yeah, that panel, stop it, Enzo. I almost said something totally different, but anyways, yeah, so I will look for a movie, and maybe I'll do a movie thing tomorrow. So I will talk to you all later. Have a good one. Bye.